Planning Association of Australia has released our 2022 federal election platform, a document that clearly outlines the policy priorities of our profession and the issues we want to see action on by Australia's next parliament. Whether it's strengthening consumer protections, reducing red tape, making financial advice affordable and accessible for more Australians, or continuing the journey of professionalisation of financial advice, the FPA is committed to working with all MPs, senators, and stakeholders from right across the political divide to help shape outcomes in the best interests of consumers and our profession. So, what's on our wish list? Well, with 4 acts and 8 regulators for financial planners to comply with just for starters, there's a lot of ground to cover. So here's just some of the highlights, and if you want to find out more, you can access our platform online at fpa.com.au. To start, we're calling for all financial advice to be made tax deductible, regardless of the stage in the financial advice process it's provided. The benefits of this are simple. It makes financial advice more affordable and accessible, boosting the financial literacy of more Australians. We also believe it's important for the next government to quickly clarify any changes to education standards. The uncertainty over the past few months has left many planners' education decisions in limbo, so we believe now is the time to implement requirements that better recognise experience whilst continuing the journey of professionalisation. And the FPA supports the Hayne Royal Commission's recommendation to establish a compensation scheme of last resort, but the model must be fair for all, sharing the funding requirements right across the financial services industry, whilst also making sure Australian consumers receive the protection they need. That's why such a scheme should reflect the jurisdiction of the Australian Financial Complaints Authority and not just be targeted at product distributors and give financial products and managed investment schemes a free pass. An Australian should only act on licensed, qualified and professional financial advice, not tips picked up from scrolling through news feeds. Paid ads, advertorials and selfies on social media from unlicensed and unqualified influencers aren't advice, and they don't attract the protection consumers receive when they consult a professional. That's why we want to see more action on influencers, so Australians receive the right financial advice with the right consumer protections. But most of all, what we're asking for is certainty. The last few years has seen a mountain of legislative and regulatory change for the profession, and now we believe it's time to take stock and let planners focus on what they do best, providing quality financial advice to Australians. Having said all this, it's important to remember that there are a number of substantial reviews being currently undertaken which will contribute to changes in the financial planning landscape. We look forward to continuing our contribution to these, and together we can effect real, positive and lasting change for the profession. Again, these are just a few of our policy priorities for the next Parliament. If you want to find out more, you can access our 2022 federal election platform online. Better yet, if you want to help get the message out there, get in touch with your local MPs, senators and candidates at this election and let them know what's important to you and our profession. The FPA looks forward to working with whoever is successful at this election to ensure a sustainable future for the financial planning profession and better outcomes for Australian consumers.